Good YouTubing, everybody. Thanks for stopping by and checking out the channel. We really do appreciate it. And as always, we'd like to thank our viewers, subscribers, and our members, because without you, we're not us. So let's take a look at McFarlane Collector Edition DC Multiverse Elongated Man. This is number 50 and DC Classic, and it's available now for order. All the links are down in the basement. Guys, let me know something in the comments. Are you going to purchase this figure or not? Being that there's a regular version and the Platinum Edition. Let us know. But right now, let's go ahead and roll them off the stand and let's get started. Okay, so let's take a look at the appearance. All right, I'll throw a picture up there, that way you get your take about it. But I did look at the face in some of the comics. Some of it looked okay, but then his emblem looked different. Then some look like he's a little older, because you know the back of the day ones, but whatnot. Let's go over it. So, not much to it. You got your solid colors here. Let's take a look at the face. There you go. Red head, eyebrows, and there goes your eyes. Let's get some lighting into that so you can see that. Yep, there goes your eyes there, people. Done really well. The sculpting of the nose and the mouth, that all looks really good. In the chin, ear, hair, sculpted, molded, and then you sculpt it up to be his little red head, right? So that's nice. Some of us here in the comics are wild, like he's a scientist. They're all wild, curlies out there, but not this one. I did see a character that was similar to that, but here we go. Look at the purple. You see how it's divided? Not too hard there to make a suit. You're just making the paint divided, making it look like he has a suit on. So there goes your purple on one side. You do have your armlets there, right? You do have gauntlets. Those are blue. They have a blue accent to them, as you can see. Put some light there. See that blue accent to him right there with the black? Yeah, you got that. That's I guess it's because he stretches. I'm not sure. There you go. All right. So all the way down for purple side, goes through the big diaper, and then there's your boots. Your boots has that blue color that blends in with the black. Let me get some light to that so you can see that. You see that? The scuff. See the black in the front of the boot, the scuff, that's blue. That's on both sides there. So that's cool, I guess, right? And then his emblem is going across, elongated man. That's the funniest emblem. I didn't do too well. You have a lot of run-on paint there, as you can see, and then the goes on to the armlet, right? And then it does continue on the back side. The white side here, you see it, painted white. Down the middle, the exact same thing besides his elongated man logo, right? And there goes the boot we talked about that has the black and kind of blue accent, like a night blue, like a midnight blue thing, right? Okay, so not much to the figure at all, but let me show you something. Be right back. Here we go. Here's Simon Bass. You see how they are the same? These guys are the same, man. Look at that. The diaper. I'm gonna hold this to make it look so we can see this. Okay, there we go. You see both of them here? They both have that big, let me get this. Try to get the camera right so we can start getting blurry on me with two figures. Here we go. You see them? That big old diaper between the both of them. The legs are the same. The boots are even the same. Feet. You do have same arms. You should have a slightly different neck, I think. Not quite sure. It looks like it. Maybe just because it's just painted with black. But it's the same reuse. There you have it. Elongated man. Green Lantern from a little while ago. Same tooling, right? I wouldn't say all tooling, just reuse from it being tooled, right? But just wanted to show you what that looked like. How come I can't get that together? It's so blurry. Let me see here. Got it? I think we got it. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. There you go. And that will do it for the appearance. Okay, for the packaging, this is McFarlane's Collector Edition packaging. Pretty basic. Some of us have seen it and some of us haven't. But look on top, you see the 22 moving parts of Articulation, McFarlane Toys logo in blue. You do have a sky window cutout on top. And on the face of the packaging, the ages, McFarlane Collector Edition, DC Multiverse, and Elongated Man. And of course, the Platinum Edition logo in that oval shape there. And if you look at the face of the window, you see the action figure and all the accessories inside the bubble, including the trading card and the action figure base. But if you look at the side panel, Okay, you have DC Multiverse, and then you look at it, you have Elongated Man, DC Classic, number 50, right? And of course, you have that McFarlane logo there at the bottom, right? Okay, so let's take a look at the other side panel with the open window. There you have it, Elongated Man in that foil, number 50. And of course, DC Multiverse on top there, right? Okay, so let's flip it over to the back side. This is going to be your trading card. It seems like this is when he first came out, because you could tell by his attire. That's not new. That's probably when he came out. Don't know what year it was. But if you're looking at it, you see it says Elongated Man. You see the figure there. He's standing funny, holding his head. And you got some other objects of him stretching in different forms. And looks like he's drinking the gin gold. Okay then. But there you have it. That's the trading card. That's the trading card blown up. And that's what McFarlane likes to do. And that will do it for the packaging. And of course, for the inside of the packaging, you see the trading card and the action figure base. I don't take that out the plastic. I always keep the trading card in mint condition, and I do nothing with the plastic base. There you go. Okay, for the accessories, of course you get the figure itself. You'll get 2 elongated arms. On his purple side, you'll get one, and it looks like his hand's holding his so-called wrist, making a loop. And on the white part, he will have his hand kind of stretched, and his fingers are stretching out as well, right? Okay, you do have hands on the figure. One hand seems like it could hold something, and the other hand is a punch hand. And then your additional 2 hands are one that are open. Then you have a pointer, and you'll have a hand that's in a relaxed look, like a slap look, like it's about to slap somebody. So those accessories are okay. I would like to have seen more than that, but let's go ahead and take a closer look at them. So we'll start with looking at the hands that are on him. Of course, he has that punch hand, right? There you go. And he also has a hand that he can hold a weapon. There's no weapon, though. Why even give us this if you don't even have a weapon for him? You can find one, but I don't know what you would use. What's in the comments that he uses besides his elongated arms? That'd be nice. And there goes punch hand. And these gauntlets actually move around, so they could get lost. So there you have it there. Okay. Set him down in the back. All right. I guess we can. There we go. If he wants to sit. They don't stand too well. I need to make my platform a little bit flatter because it's not working too well. But there we go. Okay, so next we're going to look at the pairs of hands that are open. We only need to look at one. There's no need to look at them all because there's only 2 of each. So we'll look at that. So here we are. See the hands there, how they sit on his hands. They look good. There you go. All right. Pretty basic black glove, whatnot. And there you go. Nothing to that, right? Okay. All right, there we go. Okay, so let's look at the hands that are pointing. The pointer hand. Yep, there we go. See him pointing there? All right, there it is. Old pointer hand, right? There you go. Same thing with the gloves. Got little wrinkles in it. And he's pointing. You weren't there. Okay, that's it for that. And the last one we'll look is the hand that is flat. Calm. I'll slap you kind of hand, right? There you go. We got it. So they did pretty well. Looks like gloves on them. Looks like a black gloves on them. It's not a bad job. It's not a great job, but it's definitely not a bad job, right? There you go. Nothing to it. Okay, so let's look at his... He's tired. I know you're tired. I know. Time to go to sleep, right? Okay. All right, so let's look at one of his elongated arms. That's going to be the purple side. You see it there, fits on snug. You take out a ball and socket in the shoulder, snap it in, boom, you got it. Here we are. There we are. Right? It's like his arm stretched out. There you have it. There we go. Same color like the boots, right? Got that midnight going. And of course the purple. You do have a armlet, and of course, ball and socket latch. So not too bad, not too shabby there. Don't know what he's gonna do with this. He's gonna lasso somebody. Look at his hand gripping on there. Gripping a little too hard. What is this? What's he gripping so hard for? Wow, that paint, when they painted that, they did not do a good job. Look at that. What is that? Wow, is he tearing himself up? That don't look good. Okay. Next will be the arm that is black and, well, midnight black and white, right? As you can see it there. Snaps on pretty well. Of course, it comes ball and socket, right? Latch. There you go. All white. All white. There goes your armlet. Sprayed on. This is sprayed on. There goes that midnight color, right? And then the fingers are stretching. There you go. Nothing to it. Okay. And that will do it for the accessories. Okay, so let's scale them up. I'm not going to do too many, but you can see Darkseid there. Just give you that mega figure look. And there he is. And I also want to do Green Lantern, Simon Baz. Just because of the fact that you look at them, the two, let's go. So it does scale well if you're looking at it. It does look pretty decent. But guys, these two characters, if you look at them closely, nothing but a reuse. If you look at the boots, all the way up to the big diaper, chest, arms. Maybe the arms might, nope, it's about the same. Of course, the face is going to be different. Maybe the neck. But yeah, they look good together. But these two are just a reuse. And we go to looking at the appearance. I'm going to put them side by side. You tell me what you think. But that'll do it for the scale. Okay. Okay, so let's step into it. The POA, the points of articulation. All right, very basic. These figures, they move okay. Because most of the time you're getting the Superman. You're getting the Flashes. Batmans. Especially that diaper. So let's go with the head movements. Ball and socket in the head, correct? Yes, you have your ball and socket, so the movements are going to be okay. Tilts, everything's going to stay where you need it to go, so you're fine there. Of course, these are interchangeable, so they got latches of their own. They rotate, right? You have bicep swivels. You have double jointed arms here. Of course, the hands are interchangeable. They do rotate and have latches of their own. The gauntlets move. They can come off or they move around pretty well. And then in the sternum area, you do have that rocking play. Rotations. You do have rotations in the waist as well, right? By the big diaper. They are on the click fly system. They have the click mechanism. You can hear them clicking when you click them. And then you have your double jointed knees, right? They're there. And of course, you have your feet that have these super huge latches that combine with both the ankle. I'm not a fan of that, but there you go. Breaks real easy. Then you have your pivot in the toe, right? Can't go wrong with the pivot in the toe. So the articulation is not that bad and it's not that great. And that will do it for the POA. Okay. Okay, for the pros and cons. The cons are the figure doesn't come with enough accessories. If he's going to come with the elongated arms, at least have him be able to bend. Maybe have some kind of elasticity in there so they can bend in different ways. I've seen this done with other figures before, but having it just being just straight plastic that doesn't move, it's not that great. He doesn't have an extra head sculpt. That will be cool as well. He does have enough pairs of hands, but that's my cons. My pros are is the figure, it does look well. The paint's well. The articulation is okay. He's an okay character. I wouldn't say he's that great, but he's okay. But for me, I'm going to go ahead and give the figure a 3 out of 10. Let me know what you give it. And you guessed it. You can get it at Walmart.com or your local big box store. So what are you waiting for? Check him out. And this brings us to the end of our video. If you found the video informational or you just simply enjoyed watching, please hit the like, comment, share, and subscribe button. And as always, this has been another toy review. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.